What happened last week? It was a domination by Hadrian David from Team RA's GP, who bagged all three races, winning all three and collecting 75 points, thus putting him in some serious contention for the title. But I can tell you that Hadrian David will not be racing here today, so the title has been blown wide open with up to 3 to 4 contenders contending for this inaugural championship that has been revitalized. Leading the standings is Jack Beaton of Team AGI Sport with a total of 87 points. Hadrian David from Team RA's GP is in second place in 75 points, followed by Thiago Rodriguez of Asia Racing Team on 51 points, and Kevin Xiao, also of Asia Racing Team, on 47 points. So no Hadrian David, no Thiago Rodriguez for this race, which eventually opens up the championship heading into this race and the final two races happening here tomorrow. Just to give you some context of the format of this F4 championship, it is a single-seater championship and it is open to all junior drivers as young as 15 years old. All drivers will of course have to have an FIA International C or a national license issued by their respective domestic motorsport association. And to create a level competitive playing field, all drivers are to compete in the Tatus F4 Gen 2 cars equipped with carbon composite monocoque and FIA homologated safety features. All cars are powered by the Authentica Motori prepared Fiat Abarth turbocharged 1400cc equipped with a 160 horsepower engine. So who will take the championship today? It remains to be seen as we see the 5-minute board being held up. So you can see all the pit crews getting ready to let their drivers be unleashed for the championship. Final works are going up. Final instruction from team members and respective pit crew members as these young drivers prepare to do battle here on this wonderful day at the Sepang International Circuit. The weather's been absolutely fantastic so far, which makes for fantastic driving, because weather in Kuala Lumpur during this part of the year can tend to be a little bit treacherous with torrential rain, but we've been blessed with great weather in the past few days, so we are definitely bound for some fantastic racing. As we see, some of the pit crew members are just making their way out of the track to allow the drivers to be ready. So these drivers will embark on one formation lap before the race proper begins. It is of course a 25-minute race combining 12 laps, and the first to finish this sprint race over 12 laps will bag 25 points and put themselves a little bit closer to the title contention as we see the 3-minute board go up. We are about to begin very shortly, ladies and gentlemen. The Sepang International Circuit, of course, is one of the most prestigious tracks in the region. It is 5.543 kilometers long, made up of 15 corners and 8 straights. I can tell you that turn 1 itself provides the first immediate hurdle with a sharp right bend, and from then on it will take you through several sweeping corners, and after turn 6 it heads back towards the pit. Turn 9 will mark the start of some technical driving as the drivers navigate through 6 tricky turns into the final 2 back straights in turn 14 and turn 15. Having said that, to put it in layman's term, this track provides plenty of overtaking opportunities, which will make for fantastic viewing, and it will really open up the track and the opportunities for these drivers to really put pressure on each other and try to get the best position out there. And so a lot of these drivers, as young as they are, they come with several years of national and also international karting experience. And a lot of them, a lot of pundits, a lot of experts in the motorsport industry will tell you that this F4 championship is actually the first step into making it into F1. So this F4 championship has been held all across the world, including Italy, Spain, Britain, and also France, and now it has made its way to Southeast Asia. As we see the 1 minute board go up, which means all safety crew and pit members will have to now exit the track, and engines are also starting right now. All drivers will have to start their engine and be ready for the formation lap to take place. We are, of course, bound for a stellar competition here. Despite the absence of several drivers, there is still a very talented lineup here. I can tell you that Kin Nakamura Berta is in a pole position after topping qualifying, and here we go for the formation lap, where these drivers will sort of go in a zigzag position to get some heat up in their tires before they return for the race proper. This is, of course, the formation lap, where the drivers will get a feel of this Sepang track. They are, of course, already accustomed to this track, having competed last week and also in free practice and qualifying yesterday. As you can see, they are all going in a zigzag formation to get some heat onto those rubbers before they come back to the starting line for the start of the first race of this weekend. So I can tell you that Kin Nakamura Berta is in pole position, and right behind him is Rashid Al-Dahiri, both of Prema Racing. And in third place we have Dorian Pin of Prema Racing as well. In fourth place, Jack Beaton of the AGI Sport. Jack Beaton actually won 2 races back in China. He's in fourth place. In fifth place we have Enzo Ye, who finished in the podium last week. Sixth place is Kai Daryanani, and in seventh place we have Peter Boisinelos, followed by Nicholas Stati. Row 9 is made up of Liu Kai Shun, Kevin Xiao. In 10th place, 11th place is Lincoln Taylor. Fu Yu Zhao is in 12th place. Inigo Anton is in 13th place. Wang Zhongwei in 14th place. And Luigi Kumita, 15th place. Yang Zhu in 16th place. And Lu Yi is in 17th place. So as we see these drivers returning to the starting line to take their places before they begin this race here at the Sepang International Circuit. And here they are arriving to take their starting positions. There will be a safety car just lined up right behind both these rows before we go green. And there is the safety car as we prepare for the first race of this triple header weekend at the Sepang International Circuit. Hang on tight, ladies and gentlemen, we are bound for an exciting race ahead. Engines being revved up, ready to go, and we are green. There is a stalled car as the drivers begin battle to take and jostle for positions here at the Sepang International Circuit. Coming into turn 1, which presents the first hurdle here, there's a sharp bend, and right into turn 2. Almost a clean start for all the cars except for one stall car. I can tell you car number 14 is currently in first place. That's Wang Zhongwei of Team R&B Racing. That is currently topping the standings. Wang Zhongwei in the lead, followed by car number 8, which is Nicholas Stati. I'll try to give you the play-by-play positions, ladies and gentlemen, as these drivers come through the first wide, heading into turn 4 and 5. I can confirm with you that it is Wang Zhongwei of Team R&B Racing that is currently in the lead, followed closely by Nicholas Stati of AGI Sport. And car number 45 in third place is the unmistakable figure of Jack Beaton. Jack Beaton, of course, already a podium finisher here at the Sepang International Circuit last week, as we see overtaking there, trying to take him out. Car number 51 tries to make a move, almost succeeding there. So as we come into the end of the first lap, I can tell you that it is Wang Zhongwei in the lead, followed by car number 8, Nicholas Stati, Jack Beaton in third place. It is still all very, very tight at this point as we head into the ease into the race at this point. All these cars really trying to outmuscle each other here at the Sepang International Circuit. Remember, 25 points is up for grabs. There is a lot to play for here. There is a lot to ride for. Plenty of positions to be jostled for as well. Really, these cars are made up of such a force and they are capable of going up to speeds of 155 kilometers an hour. I can tell you that our pole leader, Kin Nakamura Berta, had posted 155 kilometers an hour in qualifying, and we can expect speeds of those sorts, even faster perhaps, really depending on how these drivers maneuver their vehicle. So Wang Zhongwei still in the lead, followed by Nicholas Stati, and we can perhaps see that Jack Beaton has now fallen into 5th place. I will get you the confirmation on who's in 3rd place as we see car number 3 there, Dorian Pin. Dorian also finished in the podium last week. Real talented driver from Team Prima Racing. Nicholas Stati really trying to get a handle on Wang Zhongwei. He's just within sight as they come through the bend, heading into turn 7 and 8. These drivers come into the straights now. of yet another completion lap. Still Wang Zhongwei in the lead, followed very closely by car number 8. They're slowly beginning, as you see car number 96 just trying to make a move there. Almost. There was Xiao Zhongpeng trying to get a hold of car number 51, Keen Nakamura Bertha. Almost succeeded. Keen did really well. Keen, of course, is coming into this race on great form. He was the fastest in practice. He is our pole sitter. Didn't make the best of starts, but he's doing well to fend off the challenge. So you see Nicholas Stati there, just looking to defend that racing line against Jack Beaton. Jack Beaton, of course, twice a winner here already, and Jack Beaton making a move and doing so successfully, coming on the inside, taking advantage of that slip by Nicholas Stati, who ran slightly wide, and as a result, really expertly marshaled move as he takes that turn into turn 8 now, coming into turn 9. Jack Beaton still holds that position. You can see their car number 14 is Rashid Al-Dahiri, also from a team Prima Racing, who did really well in qualifying. All these drivers have aspirations to make it into the grandest stage of motorsport racing, which is of course the Formula 1. But it all begins here. It all begins at the Formula 4, where these drivers begin to hone their skills, begin to hone their talent at such a young age to try and make it into the next levels of motorsport racing, as we see Rashid Al-Dahiri coming through here, followed closely by Jack Beaton and also Nicholas Stati. These are your race leaders as of this point. Everybody still very much in close contention, as they still look to jostle for positions here. This is where they come through to turn 1 for yet another lap. Ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you there is some intense battles that is unfolding upon us, as we see car number 77, that is Enzo Ye. I can tell you Enzo is also a podium finisher this week. Enzo, of course, claimed a runner-up spot in the second race last weekend. And we can see a battle of sorts unfolding there between car number 51, which is Kid Nakamura Berta, they all stick in the racing line. Nicholas Stati has dropped a little bit, I can tell you that. He is in car number 15. He has dropped slightly back. Still looking for a top 5 finish, as we see Jack Beaton still holding that advantage over his closest rival, still trailing him really closely. That's car number 8, Dorian Pin. Dorian Pin, of course, also a podium finisher. She's currently 12 in the standings, but she will be really encouraged after taking podium in last week's race, as we see an overtaking maneuver there trying to be attempted by car number 39. Very much in close contentions, all these drivers. You see Peter Bosinellis just leading this triple pack here, and behind is Ruiji Kumuta in that yellow car, followed by Yang Zhu in car number 12. doing really well. Bozinelos to maintain that position here, heading back into turn 1 and turn 2, as he is followed really closely by Komita and also Zhang Yu. And we have an intense battle here between Jack Beaton and Dorian Pin. Jack Beaton really doing well to defend that line. Dorian Pin, of course, she is a national French karting champion, having won the 2022 Ferrari Challenge Europe last year. She finished third, of course, and she made her debut last week. Dorian Pin, one of the few female junior drivers, but do not let the gender fool you whatsoever. She is absolutely a talented driver, and you can look at her putting the heat on Jack Beaton, who is valiantly trying to defend that racing line. This is one of the most exciting battles happening in this race between Jack Beaton and Dorian Pin. Oh, a little bit of smoke coming out of Beaton's car. Still manages to keep that lead intact. Jack Beaton of Team AGI Sport and Dorian Pin of RA's GP. This is one of the more intriguing battles here. And what do we have here? Car number 72 has gone slightly off track and is stationary at this moment. We'll look to get a replay on what happened there, but really unfortunate for car number 72 to be stranded out there. Unfortunate. That is a Liu Kai-shun, who may not be able to complete this race. Such unfortunate circumstance for Liu Kai-shun, but the race must go on for the rest, as we can see a battle unfolding here between Rui Komita and Yang Zhu. This is a battle that has been unfolding from earlier. Komita doing really well to defend that line. Yang Zhu not giving up. He is pursuing and pursuing hard, looking for an opportunity as they make their way around the track. Coming into turn 7 and 8 now. Komita looking to pull away from Yang Zhu. Will he be able to do so? Will he be able to put enough breathing space and his closest competitor? As we come back to the battle between Beaton and also Pin. As you can see, the cars have slowed down now as a result of Zhang Yu's car still on the track and stationary. There is the yellow flag, which means that all cars would have to slow down and go at a slightly slower pace until the car is removed from track and a safety car is deployed. So we will see a slightly slower race now that car 72 is on track. We will have to wait for that car to be removed. Liu Kai-shun must be feeling absolutely gutted with the situation, but he definitely can't help the situation, unfortunately. And so will the rest of the pack as they wait for the safety car to drop off to begin, or rather to resume race proper back to full speed. So we see Liu Kai-shun continues to just wait for assistance, as we are now really going in a rather reduced speed at this point, as a safety car will lead this pack. As we can see, safety marshals already on hand to assist with this situation. Liu Kai-shun, of course, Really, he is from Hong Kong, and just looking at his standings, really, he's not had the best of seasons, Kai Shun. He's retired twice, in fact, in Macau, and this is just the latest setback for this young driver. Of course, this is all a learning experience for these junior drivers. They should not take this setback as the end of the world. You know, it is just only an opportunity to come back stronger and to learn from the mistakes, as we see that car finally being pulled off the track, and I would predict that safety car would drop off anytime soon and we can get back to racing. All these drivers will of course have to file in the single formation. No overtaking is allowed during the deployment of safety car, and all of them would of course have to go at a reduced speed. Safety car continues to lead the pack. I predict that it will be dropping off fairly soon enough now that Liu Kai-shun's car has been pulled off the grid, have been pulled off the track, and we can get back to racing. All these drivers must be absolutely eager to get back to racing, to test their full potential, to really put pedal to the metal in those F4 cars and really try and jostle for top positions once again. Safety car still being deployed as we come into turn 6 and 7. Really, I would say a safety car. Now that the car has been taken off track, we will be able to see racing resume very shortly. Cars just going in a zigzag format to just get as much of heat onto those tires for better grip when they brake. These cars are really, you know, built for speed. As you can see, the Sepang corner really provides a lot of overtaking and sweeping turns. There is a lot of braking and acceleration that happens almost instantaneously. So it really takes a lot of skill for these drivers to put out their best lap timings and also to jostle for the best positions out there. Safety car still on track. Perhaps just ensuring that no other residues or debris is on track to ensure the safest racing conditions for all these drivers. So I can tell you that from 17 drivers we'd probably be down to 16 now that Liu Kai-shun's car has been taken off the track. You can see safety car still there, still ensuring the safety of this racing scene here. We are of course waiting for the safety car to drop off. I expect it to be any time now. Sometimes the safety car would just have to go an extra lap just to ensure that these cars will not face any obstacles or hurdles to ensure optimal racing conditions. Still they file in a single row, still they file in a zigzag position. As you can see, Nicholas Stati here. He did well, started off really well, dropped off a little bit. And we are coming through to turn 5 and 6 now, heading into turn 7. So all these cars would have to be in the exact position from before the safety car was deployed. Of course, once again, there will not be any overtaking allowed. during this safety car procedure. I'll just to give you the current position. So it is Rashid Al Dahiri who is leading the race, followed by Jack Beaton of AGI Sport. Dorian Pin of Prima Racing is in third place. Kai Daryayani of Pinnacle Motorsport in fourth place. Enzo Ye of the Asia Racing Team in fifth place. In sixth place, we have Kin Nakamura Berta of Prima Racing, followed by Lincoln Taylor from Team Black Arts Racing. Nicholas Studdy from AGI Sport is in seventh place. Kevin Xiao in eighth place. Fu Yu Zhao in ninth place. Wang Zhongwei in 11th place. And I believe we are now back to live racing now that the safety car has dropped off, ladies and gentlemen. 8 laps have been completed already. Just a couple more laps to go as these drivers file into turn 1. Rashid Al Dahiri of Prima Racing leads the chasing pack. Jack Beaton following closely behind in second place. Dorian Pin of Prima Racing in third place. Will we be able to see Jack Beaton pull a move on Al Dahiri? It remains to be seen as these drivers get back to full speed. Right now, we are back to full racing here at the Sepang International Circuit. Liu Kai-shun, I can confirm with you, has dropped off. So we are essentially left with 16 drivers as we witness your race leader, Rashid Al Dahiri, followed by Jack Beaton. Car number 78, there is Lincoln Taylor, who is currently in 7th place. Rashid Al Dahiri, of course, holding on to a little breathing space. He is trailed not too far away from Jack Beaton. Dorian Pin, I can tell you, is gunning for second place. She's going to look to put moves on Beaton as these drivers come into turn 5 and 6. Right now, I can tell you that all these drivers are back to full racing mode. As you can see, Kin Nakamura looking hard at the back of Enzo Ye. Will he be able to get a peek? Your leader as of this point, Rashid Al Dahiri, Prima Racing. Jack Beaton in second place, and Dorian Pin. As you can see, Kin Nakamura almost as he made the move to get into fourth place. He has. Oh, an expertly maneuvered move there just to get the position over the closest competitor, but well done to car number 88, Kai Daryayani, who does well to shut him off and shuts him off once again. Kai Daryayani hanging on to 5th place there, in hot pursuit by Kin Nakamura Berta. It is, of course, now the final few laps. All cars are looking to really push it to the maximum to try and get the best positions out there as they come to this sweeping corner. Kin Nakamura really in hot pursuit, now looking to put the moves on Kai Daryayani. Will he be able to do so? This is an intense battle taking place here in the top 5 of race 1. Rashid Al Dahiri continues to lead the chasing pack. He has, of course, recorded the fastest lap of 2 minutes and 10 seconds. That remains the lap to be beaten as of this point. 2 minutes and 10 seconds as we see car number 46, that is Peter Bauzinelos, who is currently in 13th position. lot of smoke coming out of the back tires of these cars. They apply the brakes to navigate these corners. Yet another lap being completed here with Rashid Al-Dahiri of Prima Racing still in the lead. Jack Beaton is in second place, followed closely by Dorian Pin of Prima Racing. So we have a Prima Racing in first and third place. Jack Beaton of AGI Sport in second place. Kai Daryayani in fourth place. As we can see, Kin Nakamura Berta again looking to put moves. And will he be able to do it? He comes on the outside. Kai Daryayani does really well to shut him off. He looks to come into turn 3 again. Kai Daryayani, amazing driving there. This is an intense battle going on for 4th and 5th place. As they come through to turn 4. This is a battle that will not let up. Kin Nakamura Berta has done it. He has overtaken Kai Daryayani. Ladies and gentlemen, the persistence finally pays off. They come through the turn 6 and 7. It is an intense battle here. Kin Nakamura Berta, of course, coming into this race with great form. He was the fastest in free practice. He was our pole sitter as well. And he is looking to try and make moves to get into that top 3 positions. Will he be able to do so? There is still quite a gap to be made up because the top 3 is quite far away, but never say never as they come through to the final 2 laps. As you can see now, Rashid Al-Dahiri, he has over a second advantage over the closest rival, Jack Beaton. And Beaton has to look over his shoulder because he has Dorian Pin hanging on to his coattails, looking to try and get second position. As they make another turn, this is the turn 14, turning into turn 15. This is, of course, a back straight. Rashid Al-Dahiri of Prima Racing. Rashid Al-Dahiri, of course, also now only in his 3rd race. He completed 2 races in Macau. He finished 4th and 3rd. Did not compete after that, and is now back. As we can see this battle between Beaton and Pin, as Pin tries to make a move on the outside. Beaton was aware of that position and, you know, just kept his racing line. So apply the brakes here before they speed up once again. Pin will try again on the outside. Will she be able to succeed? Keeps a close eye on Beaton. Dorian Pin, of course, only making her debut here last week, but you can see she's already fully accustomed to the Sepang International Circuit track as she trails closely from Jack Beaton as they come into turn 5 and 6, now heading into turn 7. Still Beaton now. I can tell you that Jack Beaton is now in 2nd place behind Rashid Al-Dahiri, and Dorian Pin is currently in 3rd place. So these are your top 3, ladies and gentlemen. Rashid Al-Dahiri followed by Jack Beaton, Dorian Pin in close contention as these drivers complete their 11th lap right now. Only one more lap left to go. Al-Dahiri looking almost on his own out there as we see the winner of this race, Rashid Al-Dahiri, crosses the finish line as champion. Jack Beaton finishing in second place, and Dorian Pin completing the podium finishes in third place. Kin Nakamura Berta in fourth place. But your winner for race 1 here at this Sepang International Circuit weekend, Rashid Al Dahiri, of course, doing Prima Racing real proud by claiming victory here. He has come to his own. Rashid Al Dahiri claiming his first ever victory of this championship. He started, of course, in second place, but made the moves on Nakamura Berta, and once he got hold of pole position, he never let up. He was almost on a class of his own. Despite some resistance from Beaton, he never ever let up, and he was truly in control from start to finish to claim his maiden F4 Southeast Asia Championship victory. Beaton will be content to finish in second place. It would also mean that he will now extend his lead at the top. Dorian Pin will also be extremely grateful and happy with the third place finish. But your champion, Rashid Al Dahiri of Prima Racing, who wasn't the fastest driver really, who didn't record the fastest lap. The fastest lap was recorded by Kin Nakamura Berta, who recorded 2 minutes and 8 seconds. But on the larger context of things, it is who finishes the race in first, and that was Rashid Al Dahiri as your champion. And we will look back at the race highlights coming up really soon, as we see the drivers going green and getting off to the best starts. There was one stall car there. Rashid Al Dahiri already making moves as early as turn 1. He would soon assume first place from his teammate Kin Nakamura Berta, and once he assumed that first spot, there was no letting up from Rashid, as you can see him already assuming pole position. Nakamura Berta was trailing in second place at one point, followed closely by Kai Daryayani and Jack Beaton. But a pattern would soon emerge, with Rashid Al Dahiri leading the pack and slowly but surely developing a cushion at the front and not allowing that lead to slip at all. Kin Nakamura Berta would have to settle outside of the podium. He was embroiled in a heated battle with Dorian Pin and could not really finish in the podium. He would, of course, be looking to come back stronger tomorrow. There are, of course, 2 more races left, as we see some of the drivers looking to navigate some of the tricky turns here. This was car number 30, Rui Kumita, and also Liu Kai Shun. Liu Kai Shun would, of course, go off track and see his race end prematurely, which brought on the deployment of the safety car. After the safety car dropped off, it was business as usual for Rashid Al Dahiri, who was left to finish the race in first position. It was an exciting race from end to end. All these drivers, of course, getting a feel of this circuit as they head into the second and third races happening tomorrow. Yeah, the Sepang International Circuit, as you can see, navigating some of the tight corners. Kin Nakamura Berta always in the thick of action, He was at that time trailing Jack Beaton. Jack Beaton doing well to shut him off and eventually take second spot. Redemption perhaps in place for Kin Nakamura Berta heading into tomorrow's race. We have race 2 and race 3 happening. As we see the final file of cars heading into the finishing line, and we have come to the end of the race. Thank you very much for joining us for race 1 of this triple header weekend here at the Formula 4 Southeast Asia Championship. There will be another 2 more races happening tomorrow on Sunday, and these 2 races will go some way to determining the title championship. I'm Nicholas signing off. Thank you very much for tuning in and have a nice day.